Okay. All right. I'm back. I'm back. Yeah, let's try this again. Let's try it again. You know, um, I don't like to take videos down, and I took one down. So let's put it back up. Let's clean it up and put it back up. All right. How y'all doing? Y'all ready for this? I'm ready. AJ, Booster, Missy May, Pops. Let's do it. Now be very careful though. Kittens, Gerara. All right. Now, the other video that I took down was short. It was a short video. This will be short as well, but if it's a little longer, oh well. I want to make sure that I'm thorough, cover everything that I need to cover, that I want to cover. Because this is, I think, common sense. Because people, why else do you think these dog nutters are so obsessed? Doesn't this explain the over-the-top obsession? Doesn't this explain it? Doesn't this explain the intimacy? I think it does. Now, this is that website. I shared it in the community section. I talked about it on the video that I removed. You can see I added some censor icons so I don't get in trouble here. But definitely you can check the website and you can see all the disgustingness in all of its glory. Okay. But this is it's called Zooville. Zooville. V-I-L-L-E. And you can see the topics here. They are pretty controversial, right? But the big thing you want to pay attention to is how busy it is. Anytime you go on that website, there's someone who left a comment 15 minutes ago, 30 minutes ago, 5 minutes ago. At the very least, they left something the same day that you visited. Very busy website. And I think this website is very new. If I'm not mistaken, it was created in 2020. I mean, look at this. And obviously, if they have these types of ads, you know what's going on here. And boy, oh boy, the topics that you find on this website, pretty ridiculous. You know, and I got to be real careful because I don't know exactly what's allowed or what's not, but I'm quite sure we can talk about zoophilia. I mean, it's a real thing, just like homosexuality and everything else. This is a sexual preference that a lot of people have. You can always go on, Wikipedia, crack open an encyclopedia, and you can read about it. Yes, but think about it, people. Why else do you think these people are so obsessed? You know how we talk about this and we scratch our head nonstop? We're scratching our head constantly. Like, what is this all about? Well, it all makes sense if you consider the fact that a bunch of them are intimate with these things. I mean, look at this topic right here. Question for girls who let their dogs lick them. Look at how popular this is. People. This is so rampant. There was a study done a few years ago. Some of you might remember it, where, actually it was done in the 1940s, where this sex expert estimated that around 6% of men and something like, 8% of women are engaged in some form of zoophilia. It's a lot more than that. It's a lot more than that. I mean, look at these topics. And like I said, look at how active this website is. This is unridiculous. Look at this. If you could have sex with any imaginary animal or creature, this thing got 10 pages. Look at this. Deep French kiss with pit bull. Now again, I have to emphasize, you can just imagine how many diseases have been passed from dogs to zoophiles, then from zoophiles to other people. If these people are nasty enough to engage in this behavior with dogs, best believe they have no problem with having intercourse with a human being, even without showering. Now, let's reflect for a moment on how obsessed people are with dogs. There's a type of nuttery and obsession with dogs that you simply don't see with cats. Why is that? It is because it's much easier for people to be intimate, to have intercourse with dogs, than it is to have intercourse with cats. It's much easier. Yes, this is going to be uncomfortable, but we have to talk. We have to deal with it. We deal with these people's obsession, their nuttery. We have to keep in mind and fully understand the cause of it, what's behind it, what drives it. I'm not saying with all of them, but you better believe I'm going to assume that they're all engaged in it. You're better safe than sorry. You are better safe than sorry. If you want to get in a relationship with one of these people and you gather up the courage to ask them, are you intimate with your dog? If they actually are, do you think they're going to tell you? Do you think they're going to be honest? No. Your best bet is to assume that all of them are engaged in this. And this is a game changer, people. This is a game changer. Once these people realize that they've been busted, once they realize that this type of behavior is going to be interpreted as zoophilia, it is only then that they might snap out of it. Like I said before, in the video that I took down, in my opinion, this is zoophilia. Because you can just imagine if this was a woman laying across this man's crotch while he's rubbing on her head. If he's married or if he has a girlfriend and she walked in on him and saw another woman laying across his crotch while he was rubbing on her head, don't you think his wife or girlfriend would call that cheating. She doesn't have to see him actually having intercourse. She would consider that cheating because it's far too intimate to not be cheating. So from this seat, this is zoophilia. This is not how a normal person behaves. A person who views a dog as just a pet, as just a dog. People like that, they keep their dogs outside. They're in the basement. They're not on their bed. They're not all snuggled up like this. They treat dogs like dogs. These people treat dogs like lovers. So we are free and justified to assume that that's exactly what these mutts are. They are the lovers of their owners. This is how you bring the heat onto these weirdos. This is how you do it. Nope, you're not going to get a pass for this type of behavior. This is inappropriate. 100%. Okay? And they deserve all of the suspicion. They deserve the assumptions. Because this is just flat out weird. Now, this is not so confusing when you keep in mind that so many of them actually are intimate and have intercourse with these things. Once you keep that in mind, all of this behavior makes sense, doesn't it? I said in the other video, look at how many views these videos get. This video is only 2 minutes and 10 seconds long. And it was uploaded on December 17th, 2021. Already, it has over 2.5 million views. Who do you think is watching this? Zoophiles are watching this. And the reason they flock to videos like this is because in their imagination, these videos is the closest thing possible to actual zoophilia without it actually being it. As we see, it's on YouTube. It has not been taken off. So in their mind, they're like, oh, great. Our lifestyle is being more and more accepted by the general public. This is one step closer to actually having acts of zoophilia played out on camera on platforms like YouTube, in movies. You won't have to go to underground websites. I mean, look at this. Who does this? Who does this simply with a pet? No. These people are intimate with these things. You're busted. You're busted. You're busted. So this behavior is very, very weird. But we have figured out why they engage in this behavior. 100%. There's no other explanation for this extreme obsession. You know what's even worse? These people force their kids to do certain things with dogs as well. Okay, I'm going to be very careful with my words. And we all know this to be true. They force prepubescent kids to do certain things with dogs as well. These people cannot be as obsessed with dogs as they are simply because they enjoy rubbing them. I don't care what anybody says, rubbing on a dog does not bring a normal person that much joy. They are not going to become that obsessed. This type of obsession requires that you are being very, very intimate behind closed doors. Right? 100%. Let me go back to my PowerPoint here. And by the way, this is a channel. This is a channel on YouTube. He has 178,000 subscribers and he has a check. So I guess this guy is very, very popular. Okay? And most of his videos are very short. Minute, 27 seconds. Minute. Most of his videos are between a minute and 3 minutes. And they get a whole lot of views. Here's 2.5 million, 1 million. He just uploaded that 3 weeks ago. Right? This is some twisted stuff right here. All right, let me go back to my PowerPoint before I vomit during the live stream. All right? You're busted, dog nuts. You're busted. Anytime these people are very, very intimate, deeply intimate with animals, it's really never with cats. But they get involved with cats as well. Thing is, it's easier with dogs. That's why on this website, they primarily deal with dogs. Look at this. How many dogs have you mated with? And there are 10 answers on that website. As a matter of fact, I'm not going to show that website. I'm not going to show it, but I am going to brace yourself. Listening discretion advised. Listening discretion advised. Because I want to go to that topic. Where is it? What was that? How many dogs have you mated with? Okay. Wow. Somebody said 2. Another person said around 7. Someone else said 2 boys, a lab and a shepherd mix. 2. Somebody said 8 males and 3 to 4 females. This is a female who says that she has mated with both male and female dogs. That means you cannot exclude dog lovers simply because the dog that they have is the same sex as they are. They don't mind. If it's a woman, she'll get it on with a female dog. If it's a man, he'll get it on with a male dog. She said 8 males and 3 to 4 females. She also said that she mated with 3 small dogs that only used to lick her. Okay, so the small dogs, all they did was lick her. And I told people several times on this channel that many of these dog nuts simply get naked, they get undressed, and they'll allow the dogs to lick them. People, let's keep in mind something else too. Something that's been right in front of us, right under our noses, but it's so gross and disgusting that we look the other way. Let's keep close in mind that dogs are crotch sniffers. No other animal, no other organism on this planet targets the human crotch with its face more than a dog. Really, your crotch is like a magnet for a dog. When they decide to violate you, when they enter your personal space, it's 100% guaranteed people, it's guaranteed, we all know this, that the first thing it's going to do is stuff its face in your crotch. So why in the world would people be obsessed with a creature like that? It's because they love it. Because they get off on it. Right? It's natural for dogs. Dogs do this with other dogs. And this is their favorite animal. How many social media profiles have you looked at where there's a man or a woman in their panties, in their underwear, and there's dogs running around? These people have no problem getting fully undressed around their dog. Don't y'all think that's inappropriate? If dogs can smell the sweat glands in your crotch through your clothes, don't you think the scent is more pronounced when the person is naked or in their underwear? That means the dog is more likely to stuff its face in their crotch when they are naked or in their underwear. Now you hear them say how much they love their dog. Do y'all really think behind closed doors these people actually push the dog's face away from their crotch? For what? This is their darling. They're in love, head over heels in love with these things. Do you think they would be mean and reject the dog's show of affection? These dogs are trying to be affectionate, trying to show their love to the dog. Do you think these people would be quick to push the dog's? No. No. As a matter of fact, most of them, they could not wait for the moment. Couldn't wait for the moment. Yes, this is disgusting. This is disgusting. But this is a necessary step. This is something we have to deal with. We have to talk about this because this is a major. What do you think? What's the reason behind this? Y'all see this all over social media. People post the image of a dog and they will post this. Why do you think they do that? Does this seem like an appropriate emoji for a dog? So you have this creature that these people are obsessed with. They want to be able to bring these things everywhere they go. Everywhere they go, they want to be able to bring dogs. Why? It's because the dog is their lover. You don't want to leave your lover. You always want your lover with you. These are creatures that they have to bring everywhere. They always talk about them. They take these weird pictures all day and upload those pictures to social media. All of those people engage in this behavior. But that's exactly why they upload photos like that. Because they feel like the dog is actually human. Oh, excuse me. Better yet, they feel like they themselves are dogs. You have these creatures that they are obsessed with. And these same creatures love to stuff their face in human beings' crotches. Shouldn't that be the most disliked pet of all? If these were normal people who did not engage in this behavior, dogs would be the least favorite because of this behavior. There is nothing more disgusting and inappropriate than a face that gets buried in your crotch. That is so unhuman or inhumane. That is so not what humans do. And these people are not turned off by it. As a matter of fact, they're turned on. Listen to some of these confessions. This person says, I've been interested in zoophilia since I was 16. Over the years, I had the opportunity to tease and please some canines. Fast forward about 5-6 years, and well, I recorded a video on my phone when I was 21. That phone ended up getting hacked, and the video was posted online without my consent. But I truly don't care. Honestly, it turns me on a bit knowing there's a video of me with a gorgeous German Shepherd. I told y'all, people, I told y'all that you always have to question their use of certain words. You don't use words like handsome and gorgeous when you're talking about a dog. These people use words like that because they are intimate with these things. He continued. He said, now the big bomb. Oh, this is a woman. Excuse me. This is a woman. This is a woman. Said, now the big bomb. I finally told my husband I have interest in zoophilia and bestiality today. A year prior, I told him about the video and played that off as a one-time thing. But I decided I'd rather be upfront and honest about my desires this year. And he doesn't mind. He would even be willing to wear a sheath for me, whatever that is. And to be honest, I'm blown away because I expected anger and disgust. On a side note, I'm willing to share that video if people want to see it. Okay. This guy said, I just told my girlfriend a few weeks ago, I'm at a point in my life where it's hard for me to care anymore. Come to find out, she's into it as well. She told me someday she wants to try. Shows you how far a little bit of honesty with the right person can take you. Just be careful. Some people are a-holes. I regret telling a couple people because now they have something on me for the rest of my life. It is very easy for these people to transition from being intimate with a human being to being intimate with a dog. Why is it so easy for them to do that? It is because they are already currently extremely intimate with the dogs. They already lay up in the bed with them, allow the dogs to lay on their crotch. This is why I told y'all that behavior itself is zoophilia. They already kiss their dogs. They already let the dogs lick on their face. Why wouldn't it be easy for them to transition from intercourse with a human to a dog when they're already doing all of this with dogs? Church. Right? These are the Crusader ministries. Dog nuts, you're busted. You're busted. If you study something long enough, you will figure it out. 100%. And we have figured this thing out. So I just wanted to re-upload. Look at this. I caught my girlfriend getting pleasured by her dog. This is a whole article. And can y'all imagine? There are more people involved in this today than there has ever been at any point in history. Why? Because it's intimacy with dogs is promoted more now today than it has ever been in the past. People are more willing to be openly intimate with dogs today than they ever have. The behavior is encouraged and embraced more today than it has ever been in the past. And these people are 100% responsible for several diseases that pass through the human family, several parasites, several germs, bacteria, viruses. These nasty people who live this lifestyle are exclusively responsible for how sick we are as humans. This lifestyle that they live, it affects all of us. It affects all of us. And that is why it's important for us to talk about it and put this on blast. Yes, what a crazy world we live in. So if I were you, I would not give any of them the benefit of the doubt. If you want to carry on with this weird obsession, this confusing, baffling obsession with dogs, then I'm going to assume that there is some special reason why. And you only have yourself to blame. And to make that assumption is not far-fetched. It is not reaching. Right? It is not an exaggeration. It's not like you're saying something or assuming something that you have absolutely no evidence for. We have an abundance of evidence, and it's being provided by the dog nuts themselves. Just sift through their Instagram, their Twitter. If they ask you how on earth you could think or believe such a thing, just show them, remind them of their own unusual, abnormal, subhuman behavior. Stay safe out there, people. Stay clean. Stay far away. Practice. I'm so glad that it's acceptable to practice social distancing. Today at my job, I utilize that right to the fullest. I refuse to go to the morning meetings. You know how at work, everybody will meet up. Well, people, they've been ignoring the social distancing policies. People just walk up, get right in your face. I told them I'm uncomfortable with it, and I'm not going to join that anymore. If I call off, I will let you know that I'm calling off. Okay, it is time for us to utilize social distancing. And if this pandemic ever ends, we are going to continue to practice social distancing. Don't get too close to me. Stay back. Okay? No thanks. I'm not coming into your home. I don't do that. As a matter of fact, no, I don't give people rides home. I'm sorry. Oh, I see you walking home. Well, good luck. Good luck and goodbye. No, I'm a germaphobe. I'm a germaphobe. I'm allergic to germs. Huh? Say whatever you have to say. Do whatever you have to do to stay away from these people. And more than anything, what I want you to take from this video is the knowledge that all of these dog nuts are involved in this behavior. Every last one of them. Now, there might be a few that are not, but they are the exception, not the rule. The exception, not the rule. Let me tell you something. I will not let any living creature, massive organism, lay on my crotch while I rub its head unless it is my lover. If you're talking about me personally, that will be a woman, a human woman. The only people who would engage in this type of behavior are people who are literally laying down and being intimate and cuddling with their lover. So big shout out to everybody who joined this uncomfortable stream. Sorry if it made you cringe or vomit. But unfortunately, this is a big part of what we deal with. We deal with these lunatics. This is a big reason why they are such lunatics. So stay safe, stay clean, stay healthy, and stay away from these people as we continue with this crusade against these worthless mutants and their enabling owners.